Imagine a world where communication was easy. Teachers could communicate quickly and effortlessly with parents, wherever they may be. My action research focused on using technology, specifically a classroom website, to promote positive and productive communication between the teacher and parents. As a young educator, right out of college, working as a long-term substitute teacher and a teacher's aide during the cycles of my action research, I wanted to focus on something that was relevant to all positions and also be something to continue to work on when I get my own classroom. Parent-teacher communication is an important, yet sometimes overlooked, part of a teacher's job. According to NELMS, research proves the direct connection between parental support and involvement and the student's academic achievements and successes. According to Chabaudy and Jameson, regardless of economic, racial, or cultural background of the family, when parents are partners in their children's education, the results are improved student achievement, better school attendance, reduced dropout rates, and decreased delinquency. Wahlberg, as cited by Bausch, states that family participation in education was twice as predictive of students' academic success as family socioeconomic status. Sadly, about 60% of parents admit to not having enough contact with their students' school, according to a report issued by BECTA, formerly known as the British Educational Communications and Technology Agency. According to the BECTA survey, almost 90% of parents thought using technology would benefit their interactions with their students' teachers. According to BECTA, as cited in Russell, 42% of parents say a secure space on the school website and regular email updates would help them get more involved in their child's education. My action research is a positive and supportive contribution to the literature I found. My cycles supported the information I found while researching for my literature review. Hello, I just wanted to give you a quick look at my website that I made for my action research project. This is the welcome page. It has my email address as well as the link to head to the school's website. And if we go to the next tab for homework, this is where I posted their homework daily. The next tab we have is announcements, which was obviously frequently changing. With parties for Valentine's Day and days off for President's Day, there was a lot of announcements that I wanted to make sure parents knew about. The next tab is links, with a few helpful links that, again, parents could use at home. And the final tab just gives them more information about me. They didn't really get to know me very well. I came in their classroom for just a few short months, so I wanted to make sure they felt comfortable with me teaching their students. Thanks! As you have seen, I used iWeb to host my webpage in my first cycle. I was a long-term substitute teacher in a regular education second grade classroom during cycle 1. I sent a flyer home with the web address and sent other flyers home as I updated the website with the homework page and information under the announcements tab. I also attempted to have parents respond to an online survey created with SurveyMonkey, assessing my website and the method of communication. I received very few responses online, so I printed out my survey and asked parents to return the paper copy. About 70% of parents responded to my survey. The feedback I eventually received was right on target with the literature I found. Most parents found the site easy to navigate and visited it about 1 to 4 times a month. The parents wanted to see more links, as well as pictures or videos on the site. Overall, parents felt more comfortable, found the teacher more approachable, and believed that the site helped improve parent-teacher communication. Hi, I just want to give you a quick tour of my website for Cycle 2. You'll notice it looks very similar to my website for Cycle 1. I did change the teacher's name, and I also decided to keep my email address as well as the link for the school website. I used the announcements page very similarly to how I used it in the first cycle. Any important dates, days off were mentioned here. Our next page looks different from the first cycle. I added more links, and I also gave a description underneath of the link so parents and students would know where the link was going to take them. I posted homework again for this cycle, though the homework stayed the same throughout the entire cycle 2. I was in a special education room, and the students needed to complete everything that was on the list, though the students did have different math sheets or language sheets, so I just put the general homework up on my website. Photos is a new page that I added to my website. After receiving feedback from parents in Cycle 1, I decided to add photos of our trip to the zoo, and I know both the students and parents thought it was really exciting to have those pictures up ready for them to see. Another new page I added was a page of spelling words. Our class had spelling words each week, and I decided to add them so then the parents and students could have those spelling words ready and could practice them at home. The last page I have is my About Me page, which is exactly the same from my first cycle. I kept all the information the same because, again, I was in a new classroom where the parents and students weren't familiar with me, and I wanted to give them a chance to get to know me a little bit better. Thank you. I also used iWeb to host my website during my second cycle. This cycle was very different from Cycle 1 because I was no longer a classroom teacher. My long-term substitute position was over, and I was a teacher's aide in a special education classroom. I again sent out flyers at the beginning of my cycle with the web address, as well as other flyers notifying parents of important updates to the website. I decided to attempt the online survey again, but I sent home printed copies as well. About 66% of parents responded to my survey, even though a few parents skipped most of the questions. Overall, parents found the site appealing and were interested in seeing more photos and videos available. Again, the majority of parents felt more comfortable, found the teacher more approachable, and believed that the site helped improve parent-teacher communication. My action research is currently on pause until I have my own classroom. It was rather difficult to get parents to participate when I was a teacher's aide. I look forward to continuing my classroom website and expanding my research by including emails to parents when the site is updated, as well as viewing the students' grades to see how they are affected by the parent-teacher communication. I may even look into using Flash or U2 as I continue my research. I have submitted my action research paper to the Journal of Digital Learning and Teacher Education. I am anxiously awaiting their response. This is obviously not the end of the road. I'm excited for the journey to continue after graduation.